Man, if I hear one more person say that if our Second Amendment is taken away, we're going to turn into Venezuela, I swear I'm going to, flip my lid. I'm not trying to be crazy or anything, but don't use fake news to counteract other fake news. It makes no sense. Yes, Venezuela does not have a Second Amendment, but they do have a standing civilian militia, well-regulated militia, that part that's in our Second Amendment, of almost 10% of their population. It is a volunteer, civilian, armed, and very well trained militia. That's aside from their army. These are just volunteer civilians. Young, old, men, women. They are armed. So falling for this, I've seen it, it's countless. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be doing this video if it wasn't countless times that I've seen this argument. It's silly. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't make any sense. Please learn your facts before you just spit out mainstream media talking points. Because if you're doing that to counteract other mainstream talking points of taking our guns, you don't make sense. Let's take a look at some videos that you won't see on the mainstream media.
If Trump is planning a military invasion, I think he might be quite surprised in terms of how many people are actually waiting for him in Venezuela.
It was not so long ago. Men, women, old, young, doesn't matter. All ready and willing to protect their country from whoever intrudes. This is a well-regulated militia. This is what DC is worried about happening here. DC does not want you to know that, oh, you can actually have a well-regulated militia and we, the people, would unite against those enemies, foreign and domestic. You see? Have you ever even thought that, oh wow, the government actually handing out weapons, scary weapons, to civilians? Old women, old men, doesn't matter. They train and they're well regulated. No ID, nothing there. Just sign your name right here. Here you go. Now let's protect our country. You see? There you go. Would you ever even think of seeing something like that here? Here you go. Here's your weapon. Now we're going to train. No, we wouldn't see that here. Because people are so scared of standing up. They're scared of actually doing what they try to say. They'll say all this stuff on Twitter, YouTube, yeah, I'm for the Second Amendment, I'm for all this, but yet they won't actually do. It's time to actually do. Well regulated. Protect our country. And yeah, people can sit and joke and laugh at, oh look, it's an old man, it's an old lady. Really? Do you not know anybody that's a 3%er or just anybody in general that considers themselves a patriot? That's what we would look like. And let me get you to understand, this is aside from their actual military. These are just civilian volunteers, ready and willing to defend their Constitution, their conservative Christian values. They are the only sovereign Christian nation without a Rothschild central bank. But yet, all we hear is people parroting mainstream media talking points. You don't see this side of Venezuela. Yes, whenever Juan decided to swear himself in as the president, that's when they started getting more people joining the militia, because they realized that Juan is a Freemasonic puppet of Washington, D.C., which I have shown in many of my other videos. He was trained here in D.C. to start these civil type wars with their guarimbas. Redfish did an amazing job on this documentary. Absolutely phenomenal.
Exercises like this have been taking place across the country and with even more frequency since Guaido was recognised as president by the US and European countries, basically putting the possibility of military intervention on the table.
Guaido's self-proclamation was the latest in a series of long-standing US-led attempts to overthrow the Venezuelan government, of first Hugo Chavez and now Nicolás Maduro.
La milicia como tal es un cuerpo especial que organizó el Estado venezolano para la defensa integral de la nación.
Founded by Chavez in 2008 to assist the armed forces, Venezuela's Citizens Militia had 1.6 million members by December 2018, according to current President Nicolás Maduro. This means that around 1 in every 20 Venezuelans is now in the Citizens Militia.
If Trump is planning a military invasion, I think he might be quite surprised in terms of how many people are actually waiting for him in Venezuela.
This is what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that there are actual people ready to fight for this country. Just like I would imagine any of us that considers ourselves patriots are. They're doing the same exact thing. You see this? The militia is all of us. It's the people. That's when we talk about we the people, that's what they're saying. So she's explaining that she's learned so much since joining the militia. She's now in college and she is just excited that she's been able to do such a thing for her country. If you want to watch this, I will have the link in my first pinned comments. Please do. They did an amazing job. I wish I could go down to countries like this and actually do these things. But, you know, she talks about how before she was scared and she didn't really understand what was going on. And now she has the power. She feels like she has her power back. Okay, I really want y'all to understand this. This honestly is what could very well occur here. She's about to explain about the colectivos and how they have been demonized by the media and by the US and all of these things. Let me explain what a colectivo would be equivalent to here in the United States. It would be preppers. Yes, 100%. It's the same thing. These colectivos are preppers. They grow their own food, they help their neighbors, all of these things. And that's what the United States is demonizing.
So home to some of the capital's most important revolutionary movements known as colectivos. In the mainstream press, colectivos have been demonized as sinister, almost terrorist organizations. We're going to go and speak to one of these colectivos to hear what they think about the dangers Venezuela faces and to find out how they plan to confront them.
Quienes nacimos y
You can go through this and read it, or if you know Spanish, you can listen to it. But essentially what he's saying is he remembers what it was like. And instead, like I said, they made these colectivos, which are the same thing as what preppers do, you know, making their own community and things like that. That's what they did. That's what these people are. They are about their guns, God, and community. but they're being portrayed as guerrilla fighters and stuff when they're absolutely not. They are the opposite of that. And it's horrific. And what should really worry you is this could happen to us at any point in time, because that's what they're doing. And I'm about to show you some of the people that are against these colectivos. She says we must disarm them, just like the liberals here.
Están organizándose ahora, se le dice colectivo porque es un colectivo, es la comunidad organizada.
Porque son los grupos colectivos y el gobierno que incita a la violencia. Estos grupos armados están aquí en Venezuela haciendo vida y secuestran y matan y roban a la gente hace mucho tiempo. Estos grupos armados hacen vida libre en Venezuela y una de las cosas que nosotros exigimos como venezolanos es que desarmen a esos grupos armados.
All right, thanks guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe. And please, if you would like to support my channel, it's getting harder and harder every day for it, whatever. The links will be in the first pinned comments. You can join my Patreon, or I have all the links in the description. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.